Now, I want to ask before we go into Mr. Zero J, please can you unmute yourself? Is it Mr. or Miss? Mrs. or huh? Hello? Hello? So I was asking, I said, um, have we had any challenges so far? What are the challenges we've had practicing and rehearsing? For you, okay, have you been able to practice?
No, sir.
You've not been able to practice.
No, sir.
Have you been able to go through the videos?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay.
But the ones posted yesterday and today, I've not gone through them. Just only the introductory video. I'm still having issues with exposing my eyes to phones and laptop for long.
Okay. You really said that. You've been very strong. Okay. What of Benny? How far have you been able to rehearse anything so far?
I have not gone through the video for today and part of yesterday's on. So just having laptop issues too. So we'll soon resolve it.
Okay. No problem. What of you, Mr. Drojaye, Tyrell Oluwa?
Tirelala.
Huh? Adura Benny, something like that. How far? Hello. Okay. Let me believe that we have an understanding of what we are here for. But the challenge presently is in being able to. Okay, Mr. Adrojaye just left. Okay, being able to now practice. Different persons have had different challenges. Mr. Joshua, you're welcome. Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, sir.
My brother.
I'm muted. It's fine. Thank God, sir.
Yeah, how have the lessons been for you? Have you been able to practice? Have you been able to go through the videos? Have you had challenges? I don't know, yeah.
I think, to be sincere, it's just today. It's just this weekend that I was able to look through the clips. So I'm hoping that I will practice before the end of tomorrow. My week was very busy.
Okay, please, because next week, the issue is that next week, unlike this week, that we had a lot of theories. We checked.
Okay, sir.
Monday to about Thursday, we had a lot of theories. For next week, it's practical all through. Because we've already entered into the practical section, so it's going to be practical to the end. No more theories. So, for you to be able to meet up, for you to be able to follow, you need to practice.
Okay.
Please. As much as you can, as fast as possible. Then, if you meet
any issues with my network,
do well to ask me. If you send me a WhatsApp message and I don't reply, what you do is you give me a flash or call me. Once I see your call, I should be able to get back to you. Just check your WhatsApp. Please check your WhatsApp.
I'm having issues with the network.
Okay,
I'm having issues with my network.
Okay, no problem.
It's breaking.
No problem.
It's breaking.
From here,
location.
Just listen.
I'm not the only one. I don't think I'm the only one on the group right now.
Is that?
Only one. You know.
I'm changing location for a better.
Okay, better reception.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
Okay, no problem. What I was saying is, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to reach out to me anytime, anything. Yeah? I'll be there to answer all
I
questions.
think the network is bad again. I don't know if I should reconnect.
No problem, no problem. But we want to dive into the class. We want to dive into the class immediately. So hope we're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to be sharing my screen. Okay. So, can we see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Yes.
You can see my screen. Very good.
Yes, sir.
The things I thought, we went through a lot of theories, which I won't go through now. There are videos to handle that. I want to go straight to issues of installing our WordPress, setting it up, and all that. We'll run through, then see how today we also install a theme. You get? So that at the end of this class, I will send us the theme so that we too can do whatever we want to do using that same thing. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Let's dive right in. I have not become my mom. I have not become my mom. So I want to put it on my mom. Yeah. This is how mine looks like. So I start my server. XAMPP is different. You have to start 111. Start the MySQL. Start the what's it called? You start the MySQL. Start the FileZilla. Start each of the sections on their own. But for MAMP, I just start. Yeah. You also start the Apache for XAMPP. Mine just goes straight. Okay. Yeah. So having this now, first things first. I want to check localhost 888. I have a lot I have done. These are the different folders I have. If you check, you see A, you see B, you see W, www, www1. These are different folders I created. Let me show you how they really look like. Okay. Application, htdocs. Are you seeing them? Can you see them, please?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
You're still seeing my screen. If you stop seeing my screen,
Yes,
just let me know. So now, these are different folders I have created. The reason why I created the folders is to make my work neat. So in my htdocs, normally I'm supposed to do my installations here, but I'm able to group my different installations. In this one, I have 10 websites I have designed here, 3 websites, 6 websites, 1 website, 4 items here, 3 websites also. Let's go into that. Now, these are the different websites we're going to be using. We have the one that's class. We have the e-commerce. We have the e-commerce. Then we have the religious website. I told us we're going to be designing one NGO or religious one e-commerce website, and one corporate website. And we're going to be using our class as a corporate website. Now, I'm going to be doing a fresh installation. So the first thing I do is to unzip my WordPress. Yeah. Once you unzip, you rename. Let me call it test 1. These are the files inside. You will see the WordPress is WordPress 5.8. At the time I downloaded it, it was just version 5.8. So now that I've done this, if I go to A, I'm going to see test 1. If I click on it, it's going to ask me to install. I don't need the install thing immediately. I need to go and set up some things. You know, it's asking me questions here. If you check here, you discover it's asking some questions. These are things I should have: database name, database username, database password, database host, table prefix. Now let's go to where we'll do that. I open another tab. When I open another tab, I still go to local host, but this time P. PHP,
Right.
my admin.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah. Hello. You want to
Hello,
ask a
sir.
question? Yeah. You want to ask a question? Hello, I can hear you. Ask your question.
I wanted to ask, are we going to get these recordings? Because I think my network is cracking so much.
Yes, we're going to get this recording.
Are we going to get the recorded version of this section?
Yes, the session is being recorded. Everybody will get the record.
Because the network is really breaking. I don't know if it's from my side. I've changed network. All right, sir.
No
I'm
problem.
still on track.
No problem. Just do the best you can. But everybody will get the recording. So, like I was saying, now we have our PHP, my admin here. I have to create a new database. And the new database I'm creating, I want to call it test 1, the same name. The reason why I'm able to do this is because it's I'm offline. I'm designing on a local server, so I can give the database any name. But if I'm online, I have to give a name that is secure and different from my website, so that when they do, when hackers come, we'll be able to trace immediately. So now that I've set up the database, I can go ahead to say, let's go. Remember, our database name is test 1. Test 1. Our username is root. Our password is root. For spam, most times the password zone is empty. No need to put anything there. I mean, I don't like using WP. I like changing it to something else. Let's see if we're correct. Database name test 1, username root, password root. Database host, it is always local host. Whether it is online or offline, it's always local host. So let's go. Correct. All right, Sparky. So we're right. It's like my own internet is beginning to wave. So let's see how far we can go. Now it's time for me to do full installation. Site name my class test. Test 1. My class test 1. Username, let me use admin. Password, no. I want to use same password we used last time. At class 1, 2, 3, hash. Then my email. When you install online, you have more features to work with. Now, I skipped one of the videos. I did not send the video for installation online because I needed us to finish up with the offline thing so that when we get online, it is easier. When you are strong offline, getting online will be easier. And also, I will be expecting every one of us to get a domain name. I'll tell you what to do so that you can buy it as cheap as possible. I expect us to get a domain name and hosting. I'll tell you where to go. Don't worry. If you want, I can give you my affiliate link so that you use it and I'll make something. But if not, you can still go there direct, buy, and nothing spoiled. That's not an issue. So now we've done this. We have this place where it says discourage search engines from indexing this site. I like my site being indexed from day one. They should just start being indexed. So I install WordPress. Yeah, it has installed. So let's travel. At class 1, 2, 3, then hash. This is a password that I won't use online, no matter what happens. I won't use online. So you see, it's a weak password. I won't use it online. Don't use it, please. Let's log in and let's see what we get. Now let's go and check our database. Let's see something. If you remember, when we checked it before, it was empty. Now, just refreshing it, tables are out. That's the power of what we just did, installation we just did. So next phase. Since we have done this, for ease of work, what I'm going to do, when I did the teaching, I copied the thing inside. But this time, let me do an installation so that you see how it really works. I've already done explanation of all this, so I won't be doing that now. See, version 5.6. Let's check. You know, I am online in as much as I'm designing offline, but I am online. Because I'm online, I'm able to know if I'm up to date. Look at it. It said current version 5.8. Last check on July 31st by 8:21 p.m. So this is still the current version that they have. So clicking on appearance. When you click on appearance, it takes you to where you have your themes. Already 3 themes are there. I want to install a new theme because that's what I will be using. I don't want to use any of these. All these things, there are many. There are many. There are more than 3,000 free themes on WordPress. You can pick any one you want. But I don't advise that anyway. So let's see. Okay. For my theme to install, let me install the child first. Why do I like installing child theme? The difference between the child theme and the main theme is that anything you do on the child theme, you can always, it won't affect the main theme. Now see the theme I installed. It cannot work because the mother theme is not there. So let's go back and install. You see how fast it's installed. Let's go back and install the main theme. Yeah. If you see here, down this way, down left, you see transferring files and all that. Then you see here, you see it's telling you how far it has gone. Team installed successfully. We activate. You can activate from here or activate from the team page. Can you see what we have? All of a sudden, the child team is up. The main team is activated. It's active. But I'll prefer to work with the child team so that whatever manipulation I do, I can work on the code. I can work on any other thing, but it won't affect the main mother thing. By this installation, if you check up here, this team requires the following plugins. This, that. Some of the plugins are there. They were given to me, but I don't have all. So what do I just do? The best is begin installing plugins. I must be online. You must be online to be able to do this. I've selected all. Begin install. It will take a little time, but let's just watch. Hope you're noticing how many minutes we spent.
Yes, sir.
We've not spent the whole day, but we'll soon be through. So that you see how fast it is for you to design your website.
All right.
The plugins are installing. While the plugins are installing, let's see how the site looks like for now. This is all we have.
Okay, sir.
A post was made, hello world, which we're going to delete. We have a comment, we have the recent post, and all. We're going to remove this later. The funny thing is that the theme we are installing comes with a demo. It comes with a demo, and the demo is going to also be installed. Taking a little time, but it will install shortly. So while we wait for it to install, let me see some other things I need to clear. Okay, on the issues of settings. Now, if you check, you see site title, my class test 1. Tagline, just another WordPress site. It is always there. So I can change this to something else. I can change it to your one-stop educational shop. Example. I can do that. Then if I want my link, that's the address people are seeing. Hello?
Alpha, you did online before it. You were there when they started.
Hello? Some plugins were installed, some were not. Like this ones you see red, were not installed. Maybe because of the time. So by the time we're through with installing all these ones, when it's through installing the ones that are installed, we'll still install those ones. Every plugin here will finally be installed and we'll work with them. You see the beauty of the whole thing. Now, when we have done that, when you want to change your, maybe you want to decide that your URL will be something else, something a little different from what the real URL is. That's the web address. This is where you change it. Normally, I advise you to don't. If you don't know what you're doing, don't. Just leave it so that you don't spoil what you are setting up. Then the site. I feel like I should be designing a membership website. Okay. Anybody that joins is a contributor. No, it's a subscriber. So all you can see is read. You can't change anything. You can't add anything. Then time. Remember, we are in +1. How do you want your date format to be? My week starts on Sunday. These are things you set up. You can either set them up after you have set up you have installed your theme and plugin, or you can set them up after before. It doesn't matter. It can either be before or after. Okay. Where are we now? Okay, all installations have been completed. Now let's go and see what was installed and what was not installed. Okay, for those ones that were installed, said to install, we have 6 that have not been installed. We'll install them. We installed that 6. When you do your own installation, it might be faster. It might run faster or run quicker. You know, part of the challenge is also network. Once in a while, network. Then at times, their own server do affect. This Redux framework must be installed. If not, everything we're doing won't work. Now it has been installed. KSteam Core must be installed. These are plugins that must be installed. Must. Okay. Connection timed out after this. Connection timed out. That's what it's telling us. Okay. They've been installed. So we have just 2 remaining to install. Then something I must warn you is this. Sometimes it's not always fun. There are sometimes you install one thing for a very long time. You install a theme and you're trying to set up the demo content and it's not agreeing. What do? This is some serious heat. I mean heat. I've done an installation that took me 1 week to finally resolve the demo coming on board. The KSteam didn't still install. Finally, it has installed. So it's just patience. You must be patient with it. Everything has been installed. I now go for activate. Activate all of them. Activate all of them. Let's watch them activate. The beauty of it is, once we are through with installing our demo, we can go off the internet and we are okay. You see, every of the plugins has been activated. Let me show you so that you know they've been activated. Check to your left, or you see the number of menu that is here. Hope you can see them. Now let's refresh. let's just go to the dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard. It's all about refreshing. So if I refresh here to give me errors, that's why I said let's go to the dashboard. Now, can you see that the number of menu here has changed? It has increased drastically. Have you seen it? Plugins that were installed. Now let's go to demo. Some teams always use their documentation. For this team, I already know how it works because I've gone through the documentation. For some, for you to do the upload, you have to come here and see the demo upload. For some, it is here, you see demo upload. For some, you see somewhere around here. Different teams come with different demo imports. Some, you see your team option. Inside your team option, that's where you have your demo import. So just study the team, study the documentation, because every team comes with documentation. Now this is the demo page. I want to choose one. We'll not be doing complete work on the site. It's just taking us through an overview of whatever we want. Hello.
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Now, I want to scroll through. I want you to choose one. I want you to pick one that we're going to install. I want you to pick one that will install. Anyone you feel you are okay with, you like it, we'll install it.
Can we install this here?
Which one? Huh?
As well, we have the one with yellow background, that digital marketing.
This one?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. Very good. Let's. All I need to do is click import demo. Are you sure you want to install this demo data? Yes. That's all. Then we'll watch the magic flow.
Sir, do we necessarily have to select the theme based on the tags there, like digital or finance or whatever?
No. You just select what looks like what you want to create, not by the name.
Okay.
Something, you just select the one that you can maneuver to get what you want. The truth is, you can maneuver anyone, you can work on anyone to become anything. But at the end of the day, what do you want to achieve? If I want to create a site that looks like this, it will be useless of me to install this. You understand? If it is agency, I need. So that's not really an agency. Maybe I want to design a website for a church, let's assume, or for school. But this is how I want everything to appear. You understand? I want it, the way what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is exactly like this. It will be useless of me to install this demo. They don't look alike, or to install this demo, except I want this part here, and I need some parts here. And I'm saying that, okay, installing this one will be easier for me to manipulate in order to now take some things from here, as in to create the other ones into it. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't really matter the one you install. Some things you install, they don't come with many demos like this. Some, they just have one demo. One demo, many pages, different types of home page. You get? So it now depends on you to make your choice. That's why I told you that teams have made it possible for us and easier for us to be able to do our installation sharp, within a few hours, or for learners within a few days, you are able to do your installation and you are off the grid. Do we understand? So let's see how far we've gone. Let's see. It is still installing. It is still installing. If not that we are on Zoom, once we are through with installation of the importation of the demo, I would have just gone offline so that you see how it goes. But if I go offline, the Zoom will also go offline. You understand? To be cut off. So you can try it on your own immediately after installation. I'll give us this theme. I'll give us this theme. So just know that it's a theme you can use. You are free to use it. It's part of the benefits for being a part of this class.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Siriola, you want to say something or you want to ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I want to ask that most of these procedures, I guess it can I'm asking now that it can only be successful, right, on a system that has a working data, right?
Depending on, because for most of the things, they come with demos that you can install offline.
Okay.
That's without internet. You can install your demo.
And it will function well.
Yeah, it will.
Oh,
it will function
okay,
very well. When I mean very well, very well. Digital marketing, it has been installed. Are you seeing it?
Oh,
Here
yes,
we
sir.
have import demo. We have import demo. Here, no more import demo. Let's see if really it has installed. For you to be, okay, Benny asked the question. For you to install plugin, one must be online. Yes, yes. The reason why I say yes is that when they give you plugins, they don't give you all. Some of the plugins that they give you must be installed from online. You get? So it behoves on you to make sure you are online to be able to get it. Now, this is subscribe to our newsletter. You've seen things like this. This is a plugin. It's a plugin that's bringing this out. This is what we have. Now, let's look at it. This is what we have. Remember what we installed. Remember what we installed. I think what we installed, we only saw a part of it. Now, look at this is a full-fledged website. Can you see it? Full-fledged website. Why will you choose our service? How can you contact us? Why you work with us? You can change all this. Everything here, you can change them to your own. You can change them to your own. These are our team. Okay, send us a message. Wow, I love this effect. I love this effect. I love this. Yeah, don't mind me. Pricing. Funny enough, I've not really checked this very demo before. I think I like it. I'll be using it soon or something. Yeah. I'm already getting a clue to what I'll be using it for. Okay. So now let's see the demo itself. If you check the demo, you see that what we have on the demo page is what we have there. Do we understand it? Are we still
Yes,
together?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're here.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me proceed to the next part before we call it a day at this stage, because in as well that I'll be sending us videos, yes, but I want to be sure that we have been able to work it out together. At least you can see how long it took us to be able to get to this point. If you give yourself 3 hours, 4 hours, you should be able to come out with a website if you have planned out everything, except when some hitches come out. There are sometimes I design a website and it takes me a week. When a client gives you a website to design and they ask you how long will it take, give them 21 days. The reason being that when you give them, don't give them less than 14 days. When you give them 21 days, it's so that no matter the challenge you face, you won't be under pressure. I've had jobs that put me under nasty pressure, took my sleep, because I gave a time that didn't work out. I'll be panicking and I'll be shaking and all that. There are some websites that I even gave that 21 days and a lot of things happen. You finish designing offline because of one mistake you made offline and ignored. Maybe there's a script you touched offline, you ignored it. When you take it online, it crashes the full website. I've also had a situation where I was designing a website online for about 4 days. There's 3-4 days. I was trying to install the demo. It didn't work. I tried my best. It didn't work. After, I think one of the days, I just finished praying. Holy Spirit, please help me. What do I do? The thought just came. Guy, why not design this site offline and see what happens? I designed it offline. You won't believe. It didn't take me 10 minutes. The demo was up. Well, fully functional. The demo started working. So it depends on what you are doing to be able to know where to go at every given time. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
let me now take us to the other part. If you check the menu, hope you can see the menu. You see so many pages. What are we going to do with them? There are too many. I don't have anything to do with this one. So what do I do? To remove this menu, I go to menu page. And your menu page can be found at appearance. Where is it? Appearance, menu. Sorry, I'll do something first before that menu. I forgot to tell you, there's theme option. Let's follow our theme first. Let's get to each dashboard, get to the theme option so that you understand what is there. After that installation, I told you they always come with documentation. So I needed to show it to you. This is video tutorials. This is normal documentation that you read. Our theme option. Here you can set up a lot of the things. I can decide what becomes what. When we say favicon, this favicon, you see it here. This is when you see your site. Every website you open, you see something, one image at the tab. You know, one image at the tab. That's your favicon. You see it for this one, there's MAMP here. This one is MAMP here, the MAMP logo. For this here is the Consortio logo. So I can change it. All you need to do is to change the image that is there. Let's see what happens. Let's just pick one of the images. You know we already have images there. Let me look for the right image. Normally it's supposed to be a small image, but permit me to.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
The image you want to change it to now, Is it from the team or from your a folder in your laptop?
Okay, now it is from the team. I want to change it. But you, when you're designing a full-fledged website, you take from your system what the images you put there. Okay, let me just pick from one image on my system. So what I do is I come to upload files. It is either I drag one image and paste there, or on the other hand, I click here to select an image to use. I go to search for an image to use. Let's go for pictures. Okay, let me use my picture. Let me use my picture as the favicon. It's uploading. Meanwhile, this upload is not using my internet. It's not using my data. Do you understand? Because it does not, it's making use of this server. If you remember, it's making use of this server, my MAMP. So it has nothing to do with my data. So I pick that. It becomes my uploaded image. Don't worry. You'll soon see it there. Let me just save the changes so that we'll quickly see the effect that has. Okay. Settings saved. Let's see. It is supposed to appear here. Let me go and check what the issue is. Let me check for a smaller image, please. Because that image is large. Let me check for something smaller. This is okay, 64, 64. Let's see. Okay. Let me pick that and see what that is. Remember what I told you? Teams differ. Study them to know what works for each of the teams. Loading, let's see the image it gives us. Yeah, it's out. Can you see it now? It's out. So it was the size of my image that was the challenge. I'll show you where we change this one here. This MAMP logo, I'll show you where we do that. That's at the customized level. We'll be able to change that. So going through, I begin to change things. I begin to rearrange things and all that. I know you're hearing a voice. It's my baby. She joined in the class today. So if I assume, you remember that pop-up that came up, that newsletter that came up? Do you want to join our newsletter and all that, all that? This is where it is put on and put off. You get it? This is where you set it up. Then our header, we decided to set up our header. What kind of header do you want? When we talk about header, we are talking about this. That's this part of the website where you have your logo, and the menu. That's your header. If you don't like what you have there, you can change it. You see the different headers that are available. This is one. Let's see. We have a sticky header. So that's what they are showing us here. There are different headers. I think for now, we'll just go with what we have there. We have about 24 different headers for you to choose from. So if leaving the header the way it is, I want to take another stroll. Let's see the top bar. The top bar, on top of the header, there's something for most sites. You see something on top. Let's even check out. Let's check out something. Let's check out something. Let me see. Let me see one that has a very good top bar and see how I can rearrange it. Okay. Let's see how it's going to come out. I'm just giving us this overview so that we are able to see that whatever we want to do, we can do. You can manipulate it as much as you want. Let's see. And as much as I prefer the other header that was there. Okay, very good. This is part of what I was telling us. This is part of what I was telling us on the issues of the 1-2 challenges you might face while doing your stuff, your setup. If I was working on this website as a person, what happens is, at this point, I will need to find out what exactly happened. Why am I not seeing what I'm supposed to see? Why is the header not coming out? And that's another long route that I'm going to also handle. For me, what I do is I do everything. I settle everything, then come back to that part that's giving me challenge and begin to work on it. So if you permit me, I want to take it back to where it was. I'll just reset this section. Then explain the other parts. Explain the other part. But there's a place I need us to see. I need us to get there fast. I need us to get there fast. Because I wouldn't want to burn our time. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the top bar. And this is where you set it up for the top bar. This is where you change your logo. We already changed the favicon. Let's see. Let me also look for an image that we can use for logo. That logo is slim. Let me see if I have something in that direction. This is large. Most of the images I have are large. I don't know if any of them will fit in. For most things, they don't give you an option to crop. Let's see. I believe this is going to be bigger. I just have a strong feeling it's going to be larger. Let's see what happens. Please, anytime you have a question, either you ask me, just unmute yourself and ask me, or the thing you can do also is to send it in. Okay. Wow. I'm surprised. So our logo has been changed. You see it. Logo changed. So the next thing is dark logo. It's for your dark theme tablet logo. Somebody who is using tablet and mobile phone. What thing do you want? What logo do you want them to see? Okay. What logo do you want them to see? Then logo tagline. We don't need a logo. For me, we don't need a logo like tagline. Logo mass height 61. Logo mass height for sticky this and that. Let's see. Logo light. Logo dark. Okay. Navigation. This is where you set up the issues concerning your navigation. Icon, when it has children, what do you use? Use plus or use arrow? Do you use plus or you use arrows? Here, it says use plus. So you hover over the plus and you have that. Or you have an arrow. You decide which one do you like, arrow or plus. Then the color, the font size, everything you need. Oh, my line is breaking. Very sorry. But hope you can still see me. You can still hear me. Hope you can see my screen.
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. You can see my screen very well.
Yes, sure.
Okay, okay, no problem. Yeah, you're sounding very tired.
I'm not tired, sir.
Okay, I agree with you. Okay, then should we show page titles? This is where it plays. Huh? This is where it plays out. If you have to show page titles or not, this is where you see it. When we talk about page titles, see what we're talking about. Let me see if there's a page that has that. Let's go to, okay, about us. Man, I really love this thing. Making a whole lot of sense. Making a whole lot of sense. Now look at this. Are you seeing the page title? About us. This is what it means to have a page title. This one is called breadcrumb. This one under breadcrumb, it shows you the chart line, how you got there, the route through which you got there. That's what it's showing you. But this one is called the page title. So you can decide that there will be page title. You can decide there will not, that you hide the page title. Me, I normally hide my page titles and all that. So this is where you do all your settings for the pages, the content, archive, search page, empty, everything you need to set. Now let's get to footer. Footer, that's this part. This part. Huh? That's your footer. Back to top. We have different versions of footer here. We have different versions. Let's see how many versions do we have. Oh, there's just one for this very demo. It's one that is applicable. You can show or hide back to top. This is back to top. This is back to top. When you click on it, it takes you straight to the top. You can use that. It's a fixed footer on. Let me see the footer we have now. Let's see if it works for this demo. Some, when you get to the footer, you see that it opens up like as it's scrolling now, you see it's opening up something else under at the back as the footer itself will open up from the back. So let's see if what we just did affects it in any way. Okay. See our menu. Okay, I begin to notice something. Like the menu for homepage is different from the menu for other pages. So we'll check that. We'll check that header again, change it and see if it's going to change for the pages because it didn't change for the other. Okay, very good, very good. Now watch something. Are you seeing that the footer did not move? The footer did not move, but something just comes from up. The other part of the website comes from up and covers it. See it? So that's fixed menu. We need the menu to be static while it is revealed when you scroll up. That's for that. Let's just check. Let me see. Any other thing we really need to do here? No. Let's get back to our header. If we change to, which did we change to? Let me see. Intentionally, let me pick one that is outrageous. Yeah. Let's save changes and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. So about us page, let's refresh it. Okay. It's changed. It changed. It really changed. The only thing is that the theme has a color scheme, and that color scheme has been maintained, but it's changed. If you can see it, you notice that it changed. So I think that's a good one. So I want to return it back to where it was. One more thing I'll show you before we end our class. Before we end this live class is the issue of menus that I was telling you about. Okay. Okay, save. I had not finished saving, so just complete. Okay. This is our menu page. If you check on the menu, you have so many menus. All those things you're seeing there. We're not interested. So for me, I select all. I just need all gone. Okay. Let me see. I might just leave some things because I need them to stay. Okay. There are some things I need to stay. I'll still show you what I need you to see. Our services stay. Portfolio go. Blog.
So can some of these the menus that I want to delete, is there any way we could hide them? Should we need them maybe in future?
All these menus you are seeing here, all of them are pages.
I know, but maybe you don't want to delete it.
No, deleting it does not remove it from your website. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you. Don't be scared to delete them. You can delete them, bring them back. They are not lost, so to say.
Okay.
You understand? Remove selected items. Now this is what we have. Recent pages. Are you seeing those things there? Can you see them here? That I'm
Yes,
scrolling.
yes.
Then view all. Look at all of them. See all of
Okay.
them are here. So you can always click and add.
Okay.
So we just added portfolio masonry.
Mm.
Look at what we just added. See it here. Portfolio masonry. I also send it back. So it's just like that.
Okay.
To add a menu, all you need to do is what we just did. Click on the one you want to add and add it. Once you click on it, say add menu. You can add a post as a menu. Maybe a particular post that was you made, you can add it as a menu. Then in your category, you can make use of a category. You can make use of a particular category as your link. Like all those newspaper sites, magazine sites, most of the menus you are seeing there, most of them are categories. So when you click on the category, you see all the news under that category. That's why they are called magazine sites. Not like your blog that everything is on one page. Then you can also add, for this one, it has WooCommerce, which is an e-commerce part of the website. This WooCommerce thing is e-commerce. Every of this page you can handle, you can tweak them, you can edit them to what you want. You can put in your products and your products for people to buy. Then you can put in custom links. Let's assume I need people to, from my site, go to a place like Facebook. I type in Facebook. Okay. And I get https://facebook.com. If I add the menu, if I add it to my menu, I'm going to get this. Are you seeing it? Custom link. Anybody that clicks on it is going to take the person out to another place. What I might do is to begin to create a setup where those who click on, okay, let's see. Let's even save it. Let's save that Facebook so that you see. Okay. Now, if I refresh, where's our menu? Can you see the Facebook here? Can you see it? Then if you look, just look, when I hover over it, look at this part of the website, this place. That's down left. When you see down left, what do you see there? https://facebook.com, because that's the link it is going to go to. Then let me show you something else on this menu part. Let me show you something else. And that's the last thing I'll be showing you before we call it a day. I want to create a link that sends you nowhere. Maybe I create about us, and you can see this is about us. But under about us, I have about the company, the CEO, our services, what. I want to have so many things on that. So I can just create about us. About us. And on it, instead of me to put a particular link, I'll just put hash. Once I put that hash, what happens is Anywhere you are and you click on it, it is going to keep you there. You understand? Anywhere you are and you click on it, it will keep you there. Now let's look at, we're going to have about us. Not this about us. We're going to have another about us down this way. Far right up. Okay. Yes. Can you see it? Now, also look at this part, down right, down left. You have localhost column 8888/a/test1/#. It will always, and if you look up here, that's what we have here. Do you understand? That's exactly what we have here. So anyway, if I go to about us, you see that it will take on that link. Just what you do is look at down right here. When I hover over it, down right, you also see it. About us. It gives us exactly what we have on top here. The only thing is that it will now add hash. So if I click on it, you just see it added hash. It does not take you anywhere. Do we understand that?
So I saw what you did, but on what basis should we do this particular one now?
No, there's no particular page where you do it. It depends on you. It depends on you.
If we are in the home page, for instance, now, and we click on that about us, will it remain in that home page, or
yes,
it will take us somewhere else?
No, it will remain. Let's go to the home page. Let's go to the home page so that we see it. Any page where you are and you click that very about us that you did like that, it will remain there. Look at it now. I'm on the home page. Abi, I click about us. That's our own about us. You know, there's another about us here. I click our own about us. You see it. It just added hash to the link. That's all. It does not leave that place. So I can have things under. I can have a lot of things under without having issues.
Okay. So can't you see that it is a kind of misleading, considering the about us name that is written on the menu? You understand?
Okay,
it's not really.
it's not look at it. Look at it so that you get the reason why we do that about us. Places where you need it are places like theme. As for me, places where I use it, when I want to talk about the theme, I can use it for our theme. When you bring your mouse to hover over the theme, it brings out the menu under. It shows you the menu immediately as per the team members, or maybe our team profile, the chief team master, the whatever I need to put under that theme. I use it also for gallery. When you hover any site I design, when you hover over my gallery, you're going to see photos, videos. You get it? So I separate them. So you can have photos and videos. Instead of clicking gallery, then still go to another place again. No. I shorten it for everybody. Then look at about us. Let's assume this one was arranged this way. When you have this, you say, okay, in fact, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me take the about us off. Okay. So let me leave it like this. Remember, this is our custom link. the one we created by ourselves. Okay. Now I'm refreshing. You're going to notice the change. About Us is no longer here. It is now here. It leads me nowhere. So if I click on it, it does not go anywhere. But I can now use about the CEO, about the company, about whatever. Remember, this About Us has another menu under, a sub menu under. That's these ones. I left them under so that you see that we can also have another one under, another one under. It can be as long as possible. You see. So if I have another one under this version 4, it will still come under like that. You get? That's why I said it's not misleading. Hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir, it's a bit clear now.
Okay. So any other question? Any other question before we round off?
So let me ask this question.
Okay.
Should I want to maybe create an e-commerce something? With this team now, the way it is it the setting of the team or the plugins that will enable me to have those sectioned that section this is where you have an image and the price and something like that? Is it the work of the team that creates that layout or the plugin?
Okay, it is the team in conjunction with the team creates the layout, the plugin creates the inputs. So your WooCommerce, the WooCommerce plugin, the WooCommerce plugin. Let me go to my plugins page. Let me go to my plugins page. If you check here, you see WooCommerce, home, order. That's where they do the set, where we do the setting. WooCommerce. Okay. The WooCommerce, an e-commerce toolkit that helps you sell anything beautifully. So 1, 2, 3. For this very theme, they help you. You can set up your e-commerce platform using anything that has connection with WooCommerce as a plugin. We have WooCommerce as a plugin. We also have WooCommerce enabled themes. This one, when they come, that's the type we're going to be using for our own e-commerce when we're setting up e-commerce. When you set it up, you see a store. That's by the time you install and import the demo, it is already a full-fledged store. You can now begin to tweak. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do understand.
So, but if you say no, you want to use a particular thing, like if you go to some sites, you see that on the page, you can check all this, and this place might become shop. No wahala. So that shop now takes you to the shop part of the website. You get. Let me see. This is stuff. Yeah. Let me see the stuff on this very website. Let's see how it is. Oh, I've not set up the stuff. Very sorry, I've not set it up. When I set it up, it will come up. You will see it. It has to be set up. Do we understand?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand that? Okay.
Yes, I do. I have another question.
Okay.
Most of the times I go through people's posts online, one of the major complaints they normally have is your site is dull or your site is very slow and all of that. What can be done as someone that is learning how to a new website designer? What measures should we take to avert this particular complaint?
Okay. First things first. Make sure that in your design, make sure that in your design, whatever plugin you're not using, whatever plugin you're not using, remove it from your site. Whatever theme you are not using, remove it from your site. Your images should be compressed as much as possible, but don't let them lose their integrity. But compress your images. Let your images be as small as possible. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
These are
Yes, sir.
basic things. Then we also have some SEO plugins like Yoast. It goes through your site to let you know what to touch, what not to touch, where to improve, where not to improve. Then we also use Google to search. Google Web Statistics. We use it to check where you are able to know which one, which part of your site is okay, which part is not okay, and all that, all that. You get?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
One
any
more
other
question.
question? Okay.
Yes. Also, this during advertisement, I don't know if I'm being too forward with my question. There is this if we want to make an advert now and someone wants to create a lead, as in they want to do something that will take people, the prospective customers, to a particular site. That site, that first site that people normally go into, does not normally seem like the normal site that
And that's a
I
landing
know.
page. That's
Okay.
called a landing page.
Okay. Is it created differently from your major
Yes.
website or okay?
At times it's a page. You create it as a page inside your major website.
Okay.
You can either create it as a page under your main website or create it under another website, but it's a landing page. It's called a landing page.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, I want to appreciate Mr. Joshua, Benny, Oge, Duro, Jaye. I want to appreciate every one of you for staying on. You're going to get a link to this very recording. I want to say God bless you. And seriously, I am waiting for you at the top. I want to see your job. I want to see you excel. Thank you very much and good night.
Thank you, sir. God bless you
Thank you
so
so
much. We appreciate.
Bye.
Thank you so much, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night.